Lisa, the Cavs beat the Knicks tonight. Here's Melo on the loss and the trying times.
I'm still keeping it mellow. I'm still keeping it cool, man. It definitely kind of tests you and puts you to the test, and you have to dig deep, within yourself, and to get through it on a day-to-day basis and figure out a way how to still go out there and play at a high level every night, play hard, lead this team. That's kind of where you have to dig deep at, and despite of everything that's going on, that's surrounding, I don't even want to say us, me. I think it's testing me. It's testing my will. It's testing me as a human being, but it also is making me stronger, throughout this process.
All right, ESPN Knicks reporter Ian Begley joins us now. Ian, describe the mood around the Knicks tonight versus what it's been since this whole losing streak started Christmas Day.
It's just been frustration, Kevin, really throughout this whole thing. And I think the trade rumors surrounding Carmelo Anthony have kind of added another layer here, because these guys are saying publicly that they're just focused on the next game, getting a win, getting back into the playoff picture. But I'm told privately that some of the veterans have expressed frustration over the uncertainty surrounding this whole thing. So it just adds another element of frustration in this locker room right now.
Ian, let's talk about that. You mentioned the rumors. They're ubiquitous. You can't get away from them regarding the franchise with the Knicks here. When does it get to critical mass? I mean, we're talking about a team that may not make the playoffs, and if they do, they're looking at the 8th seed right now, and that means a showdown with the Cavs. When do we get to critical mass?
Well, we've got 3 weeks before the trade deadline, and that's really the time that Phil Jackson has to make a decision about what he wants to do with this team, and it's a decision that could impact this franchise for years ahead. He's going to have to decide whether he wants to cut bait on Carmelo Anthony, move forward with Kristaps Porzingis, and embark on another rebuild, or continue to try to make the playoffs, which is really what the Knicks' stated goal was this season throughout the rest of the campaign. And it's a tough decision for Phil, and it comes down to really whether Carmelo will want to waive his no-trade clause or not. And one thing he talked about tonight was how he spends time with his family to try to get away from all the trade talk. And that's one of the underplayed elements of this story here. His family is comfortable in New York, and it's going to be a big decision for Carmelo whether he wants to uproot his family from New York and go to another team, or whether he wants to stay here and maintain that no-trade clause.
Tough to make the playoffs when you don't defend and you don't play offense well, and that's where the Knicks are. ESPN Knicks reporter Ian Begley, many thanks. It has not been a good year for Melo. His player efficiency rating, 19.1, the worst since the 08-09 season. It's also on pace to be the 4th worst rate of his brilliant career.